Hello, and thank you for watching this short video on our YouLEAD programming offered through the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio. We are very excited to be working with your school district and your school. Today, we will be reviewing conflict resolution. If you have questions following the preview, please direct them to our email at programs@diversitycenterneo.org. Our conflict resolution program is a foundational program that will introduce activities and skills that are adaptable to students in their everyday lives, as well as skills needed to participate in future leadership endeavors. From this, students will understand that conflict is not inherently negative, identify one area of conflict in their own lives, and build and practice skills for managing and resolving conflict. In the conflict resolution program, students learn about the panic, stretch, and comfort zones and ways our body reacts when in the panic zone. We are in the comfort zone when we are with people we know really well and engaging in activities that are familiar to us. The stretch zone is when we may be feeling some discomfort with learning something new or engaging in conversations with groups of people we aren't as familiar with. Learning, growth, and change occurs in the stretch zone. The panic zone is when we are not at our best selves. This is when we are stressed, frustrated, and unable to do our best work, or often unable to think clearly to make the best decisions. Recognizing our physical reactions when facing conflict is an important first step to understanding how to productively work through conflict within ourselves, as well as for using these tools as a leader when helping others. Students will often describe the panic zone as a time when their stomach hurts or where they can't think clearly. After learning about the different zones, students then discuss ways people will often respond when in the panic zone, and will also learn strategies to try and move back into that stretch zone. These strategies include stepping away to look at the big picture and collect your thoughts, doing some mindful breathing, maybe writing down what you want to say and how you want to say it, asking for help or support in resolving the conflict or repairing the relationship, and recognizing and taking care of your own needs. After learning about strategies for moving out of the panic zone and back into the stretch zone, students will then engage in an activity for how to approach conflict as an effective leader. Here are the 6 tools we outline for students for effective leadership techniques in dealing with conflict. During this time in the program, students will be presented with scenarios that high schoolers can relate to. They will have the opportunity to practice utilizing one of these tools to work through the conflict scenario. An example of a scenario in our program is as follows. You are on a sports team with a friend who is constantly bragging about how well they play and trying to be better than everyone else. You and this team are getting annoyed by this friend. What do you do? Students will often choose using an I statement to work through this particular conflict. The conflict resolution program corresponds with the State of Ohio School Emotional Learning Standards of read social cues and respond constructively, develop and maintain positive relationships, demonstrate the ability to prevent, manage, and resolve interpersonal conflicts in constructive ways, develop and implement and model effective decision and critical thinking skills. This workshop explicitly engages with these social and emotional standards for high schoolers. Use positive problem-solving skills to balance personal and group needs and foster respectful group interactions. Establish and actively participate in a healthy network of personal, school, and community relationships. Demonstrate an ability to coexist in civility in the face of differing perspectives to prevent conflict. Apply conflict management skills and strategies to manage intimidation, avoid and escape violence, and maintain personal safety. Utilize problem-solving resources and supports to facilitate conflict resolution, recognizing that seeking help is a strength Implement a decision-making process to solve complex situations, including academic and social challenges. Let's take a look at what students have to say about leadership and conflict resolution after going through conflict resolution through the Diversity Center of Northeast Ohio. Being a leader means being able to maintain a healthy group of people that can work together productively. Conflict is inevitable and arguably good, as long as you can navigate it in a productive way. That is where being a good leader comes in. To be a leader is to deal with conflict constantly. It is important to understand how to resolve it. I commit to using these tactics in the future to be more respectful, inclusive, and an empathetic resolver. Being a leader means to evaluate plans of action that solves the conflict, not just making it easier on yourself. I commit to being more patient and do more perspective seeking after this training. Thank you for taking the time to review this preview video. We are very excited to be working with you. Again, if you have any questions following this video, please direct them to our email at programs@diversitycenterneo.org.